Tom MacDonald, Brainwashed. Let's go, man. Yo, what's happening, my Bar.Miztah fam? What's happening? You don't know already, it's your boy, Bar.Miztah Blood, and we are here with, who are we here with? You know who it is. The man with the message, blood. Brainwash by Tom MacDonald. Let's go, man. Listen, I should have done this already, and as per usual, I just keep getting tied up, persons showing up, things popping out of nowhere in our life stay, but I am here, blood. Not sleeping on the Tom still, blood, because as I said, he hits me in a type of way that the man with the message is a perfect thing for him. I always get messages from him, and he says things that makes you think, and from the title, which is why I'm talking like that, I could tell he's on some next thing already. Brainwash, yeah, that's something different, that's something different. Let's see what's up with my guy. Let's go.
Half the country fell asleep, but they scream woke. We're distracted by vaccines and TV shows, politics, celebrity, gossip, popular, neat quotes. Black lives, white lives, which lives mean most? We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month. The most dangerous...
I literally wanted to stop it from the first bar, and I was like, let me hear the next bar. And then there was something there. The next bar is something there. Not even going to do that. Jumped out at me. Well, I would have to say the biggest thing would be the veterans he's referring to, because if you've been following my work, you could go down, check the Tom MacDonald playlist, you see what I'm talking about. There were the veterans. I have serious issues with how veterans are treated me. I'm not even trying to get back on that stream again, because it really, genuinely, as you know, well, who knows, upsets me, and like nothing else. That really, really gets to me. Veterans, they need all the love in the world. They need to change. Whoever's in charge of that situation, like the way they're treated, the way they're handled, needs to be removed and someone else put there, in my opinion. What is the main thing I would say about the verses he spit already? He seems to have touched on a lot of his tunes he's done. The fake woke, I got that. The stuff with the TV influencing and all of that, I've got that as well. So let's just pull it back a bit. Let's go.
Dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men affected by vaccines and TV shows, politics, celebrity, gossip, popular, neat quotes. Black lives, white lives, which lives mean most?
I like the popular neat quotes because it's a thing now, as we all know. You know what I mean? Quotes that sound great, blah, but how much of it is actually being put into action? Something sounding good, or you're just saying something and then actually doing something concerning it. Two different things, you get me? Yeah. Oh, and the black lives, white lives, which means most. Again, he's not saying anything. He's just saying something to make you think about a situation, which is what he's excellent at.
We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month.
I legit didn't want to say nothing about that, but that speaks for itself. That speaks for itself, and I think he's just trying to highlight priorities, and the fact that equality is screamed. No, we need equality, but when you really look at it, is it equality? I think is what he's touching there. Tell me what you get from it, man, you know?
We only dedicate one day to remember our fallen soldiers, the men and women who died young. But if you come out the closet as Caitlyn Jenner, you're a hero and you get a whole Pride Month. The most dangerous pandemic's propaganda from these clowns. Only mask that's gonna save us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't speak. We don't need to defund police, need to defund the media who lies through their teeth like...
Yeah, it's gonna cause some heat. I could already see the comments, but I've said it before and I still stand by it. I mean, you can have an opinion and it could change with time, yeah? According to the facts, according to the information you've gathered and all of that, yeah? I still stand by where I say I don't think the police should be defunded. You can go back, you can check my videos concerning that. It was on one of his videos, I can't remember which. It could have been fake woke, yeah? But I'm saying is, I still stand by that. I think law enforcement is necessary, I think it's a case where there are always bad and good in certain organizations and, you know, all of that. And I think it's a case where that needs to be addressed and filtered and cleaned if necessary. But I don't think defunding the police is going to be a positive thing, in my opinion. If you really think about it, you see where I'm coming from. If you have a different opinion, that's fine. Let's chat down in the comments. Yeah, we're not going to war. We're just giving difference of opinions. It's all love. Speaking of which, me shout out my HOG. I know you guys are there, but let's go, man. Let's go. Okay, yeah, let's go.
Pandemic's propaganda from these clowns. Only mask that's gonna save us is duct tape on their mouths. Don't speak. We don't need to defund police, need to defund the media who lies through their teeth like Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog, cause every patient that gets cured is a customer lost. And big oil runs the world. The only wars that get fought are with the countries who have natural resources they want. Heard him claiming if a white...
Right. I'm gonna touch it slightly because I think if I really get into this, you're just gonna hear my door kicking, and yeah, that's it. They're gonna come for me, blood. Just like I still think they're coming for Tom here, but they're gonna come for me, blood. You get me? I don't have a gang like Tom to protect me, B. You get me? Just gonna be like, Bar.Miztah was a guy we knew, he just vanished, man. Anyway, yes, Big Pharma, because at the end of the day, curing you is a customer loss. Whether or not it is factual what he's saying, because if you fix a situation, if a mechanic gives you the strongest materials, indestructible everything, you will never come back to him, B. You get me? Which is another topic I could touch, but that's another thing because some of these mechanics just dodgy, blood. But anyway, blood. That's facts he's talking there. You get me? That's facts he's talking there.
Doesn't cure you, dog.
Oh yeah, and the oil, yeah. Man, listen, forget what I'm saying, just go back and check history, man. Let's go support this situation. Oh, let's help this situation. They're under siege, let's go do. But if you look at who has natural resources and who don't, and who gets the love, 2 and 2 makes 4.
All manner of human atrocities.
That's really sad, but the U.S. military is simply spread too thin. We can't afford another intervention at this time.
But what we could use your help with, really, is protecting our vulnerable, plentiful, and newly discovered oil reserves.
Oil? Excuse me 1 second. Operation Golden Eagle is a go.
Tape on their mouths, don't speak. We don't need to defund police, need to defund the media who lies through their teeth like Big Pharma doesn't cure you, dog, cause every patient that gets cured is a customer lost. And big oil runs the world, the only wars that get fought are with the countries who have natural resources they want. Heard him claiming if a white man braids his hair and likes rap, he's appropriating culture. But if a white man acts too white, he's white trash, he's a racist, he's a bigot, he's a monster. Let's just have
Enough said, blood. Can't win, right? It's a can't win situation, isn't it? I do this, I'm wrong. I do that, I'm wrong. You know what I mean? And is that, B? Is that? Let's go.
if a white man braids.
Though it is his truth, because I am not a white man to understand, I fully get that, because that's clear as day. I'm just saying.
Cause every patient that gets cured is a customer lost. And big oil runs the world, the only wars that get fought are with the countries who have natural resources they want. Heard him claiming if a white man braids his hair and likes rap, he's appropriating culture. But if a white man acts too white, he's white trash, he's a racist, he's a bigot, he's a monster. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants...
Just want to clarify real quick, man. I'm going to put the original link, once it's sorted how it should be, I'm going to put the original link to the video down in the description. You get me? So, you want to see the video straight, there's none of scene. We here to bring on the bars, blood. Give my opinion on this thing. Let me tell you something. You see what you just said there? Again, my level for him has just done that, blood, as far as respect be. Because people think, okay, if you're on this side, you're this. If you're on that side, you're that. And there's nothing further from the truth, be. Nothing, be. Nothing. There's nonsense in everything. It's like I was talking about before, but defunding the police. It's not the police is the problem, it's what's in there, blood. It needs to be clean, it needs to be filtered, blood. You get me? So what he's saying there is not everyone's this, not everyone's that, be. You can't just paint everyone the same brush. You get me? Let's go, man.
Next to white, he's white trash, he's a racist, he's a bigot, he's a monster. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb, not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed. Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets. The whole world's brainwashed. It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
Bars.
did monkeys become people and people turned into sheep? They put fluoride in the water that's keeping us all asleep. Claim they want what's best for us, I find it hard.
It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
How did monkeys become people and people turned into sheep? They put fluoride in the water that's keeping us all asleep.
That last bar, go do some research on that, B. And we're going to leave that there, bro. Tom, bro. Hog, you got work to do, man. Keep protecting him. You got work to do, blood. Yo, listen. If you're not aware of what he just said, that he could literally, because of his skill I'm seeing as well, or any good MC at that, any good lyricist, could literally make a whole tune on that last bar he said there. Literally.
Brainwashed.
It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
That's mine.
How did monkeys become people and people turned into sheep? They put fluoride in the water that's keeping us all asleep. Claim they want what's best for us, I find it hard to believe. Cause they've been selling us cigarettes since we was 18. Fake news, fake woke, distract and divide. You're either right or you're left, or you're black or you're white. Big tech don't need a microchip to...
Just what I was talking about. You either this or that, and he said it's not that situation. It's not that situation. And he heard the shout out to fake work, like I said as well. But yeah, it's just funny. It's just what I was saying before. You can't just paint everyone in the same brush, man. You can't. It's not even making sense to do that, man. You get me?
Hard to believe, cause they've been selling us cigarettes since we was 18. Fake news, fake woke, distract and divide. You're either right or you're left, or you're black or you're white. Big tech don't need a microchip to hack in your life, cause the phone inside your pocket is a tracking device. And I don't know what I'm more sick of, rappers or Joe Biden looking like he ate 100 Xanax for dinner. Cause censoring the president and kicking him off Twitter is a bigger threat to freedom than foreign ballistic missiles. You don't trust the police or the...
That's interesting. That's interesting. Okay, I've seen poking fun at Joe Biden and all of that. That was funny. That was funny. But what I'm saying is, kicking dude off of Twitter, right? I guess he's talking about Donald, right? So he's saying it's a bigger threat to freedom, I think, or something like that. He said. And again, I think it's one of those that makes you think, okay, is it a bigger threat to freedom by doing that because you're taking away his rights to do whatever? But then again, was it a good decision because it actually could have been a threat to other things? And it's interesting. I tell you, it's like he just opens your brain and let you do what you want, bro. It's crazy how he does it, man. Let's go.
Or Joe Biden looking like he ate 100 Xanax for dinner. Cause censoring the president and kicking him off Twitter is a bigger threat to freedom than foreign ballistic missiles. You don't trust the police or the government, but you want people giving up their right to own a firearm. Why would you be comfortable if police and the government the only people on the planet with the right to buy a gun? White trust the police or the government, but you want people giving up their right to own a firearm. Why would you be comfortable if police and the government the only people on the planet with the right to buy a gun? White privilege getting amplified to reinforce division. It convinces white people that they're favored by their skin, and black people getting angry because they're told they're treated different. So the conflict is between us and never with the system. Let's just have the conversation.
His wording, as I said, you can't just take him at face value. You just can't take him at face value. His wording is very specific then, yeah? Okay, so, talk about why privilege is amplified, yeah? Black persons are told they're treated different, yeah? So they argue, so there's a war there. Now, both are factual. But what he said is also factual. Because while that's going on, it's called... What's the word I'm looking for? Diversion? My brain's not working right now, man. Where you look elsewhere, B. From the real problem. Because you're warring with each other when you should be looking at your problem, which is actually over here. Like, you get me? That's mad. That's mad. That's mad.
To reinforce division, it convinces white people that they're favored by their skin, and black people getting angry because they're told they're treated different. So the conflict is between us and never with the system. Let's just...
And I like how he said black people are being told they're being treated. Because then again, if I was to say, hey, I'm being treated different because I'm black, that would be my truth. And the reason I'm saying that, I'm just trying to point out something from before where I saw a lot of people go crazy. Oh, it's not my truth, it's the truth, blah, blah, blah. But that's what I'm saying. He can't see from my point of view as a black, but if I say, listen, man, I am treated differently every single day according to the situation I'm in or what I'm dealing with. So we've been told that, that's fine, he doesn't understand fully. I get that and I respect that fully, man. But I like the point he's bringing across where it's keeping us like this, when we should be like this, dealing with that situation, bro. Love it.
Have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb. White people that they're favored by their skin, and black people getting angry because they're told they're treated different. So the conflict is between us and never with the system. Let's just have the conversation. Not every liberal is dumb. Not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed.
Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the street.
The whole world's brainwashed.
It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
Step 1, train the people only to consume. Step 2, infiltrate adults with the news. Step 3, indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones that they use. Step 4, separate the right from the left. Step 5, separate the white from the black. Step 6, separate the rich from the poor. Use religion and equality to separate them more. Step 7, fabricate a problem, made a lie. Step 8, put it on the news every night. Step 9, when people start to fight and divide, take control. This is called situational design. They can
He should have called the track Situational Design, blood. I swear, that countdown was insane, blood. I'm pulling it back, nothing to break down there, but I just need to hear that again. That's like a life lesson of strategy in what, a few seconds, I guess, but in 10 steps or 9 steps or whatever it was he did. That's crazy.
Right from the left. Step 5,
No,
infiltrate the whole world's brainwashed.
It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
Step 1, train the people only to consume. Step 2, infiltrate adults with the news. Step 3, indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones that they use. Step
Okay, so I'm not going to break them all down. I was going to just let it run, but I just want to do to the step 1. I just want to deal with step 1 real quick. Teach the people only to consume is such a way to control, I wouldn't say a person, but people, masses, bruv. Because if you only know how to consume, you are not self-sufficient. If you're not self-sufficient, that means you're dependent. If you're dependent, it's a rap, bruv. It's a rap, bruv. Talk the ale, cold, fire, bruv. Let's go. That's my
1, train the people only to consume. Step 2, infiltrate adults with the news. Step 3, indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones that they use.
Okay, so I know y'all gonna get pissed, but work with me here, blood. Step 2, indoctrinate the adults with the news. Here's what's going on with that. Yo, too much levels, blood. I couldn't let that slide, I won't be doing what I do, blood. I'm sorry, man. I'm apologizing now. Listen, man. Step 2, right, is a case of if you're indoctrinating the adults with the news, that means you still control the masses because the adults teach the kids, bruv. So right straight away, you start to control the future. You freaking levels, man. Let's go.
1, train the people only to consume. Step 2, infiltrate adults with the news. Step 3, indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones that they use. Step 4, separate the right from the left. Step 5, separate the white from the black. Step 6, separate the rich from the poor. Use religion and equality to separate them more. Step 7, fabricate a problem, made a lie. Step 8, put it on the news every night. Step 9, when people start to fight and divide, take control. This is called situational design. They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die. The whole world's brainwashed.
Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets.
The whole world's brainwashed.
It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
As per usual, a shout out Nova Rockefeller, man, for an excellent video, man. The video captured everything that it needed to capture, the atmosphere of the being brainwashed. She had a kind of old school static TVs, the circular lines, the kind of vibes. Yo, hands down, blood. What I want to say real quick, man, that tune's crazy, blood. That tune's crazy. I mean, all types of tunes are crazy that I've heard so far, you get me? But that's deep. That's a really deep one, because let me tell you, see that countdown, I think I could have taken at least 10-15 minutes just dealing with that 1 to 9 step countdown, but that's really deep. I pray everyone who heard this track really understand the level he went into, and I just hope they open their mind, especially to that countdown. That is so solid, man. I'm starting to say, yeah, B. I almost want to rewind and break it down deep, bro. There's a lot to that. I promise you. Listen to it. I hope it comes to you, B. But I don't want to stick. You don't know how it is, blood. Make sure to spread love out there. You can choose this video. You can choose those. which by those I mean Tom MacDonald's playlist, Flame Split. But you know that we will be back shortly.